is so dope.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Crimeland. I feel like we've been hanging out a lot lately. I've seen you guys every day since Thursday, and we still have one more day tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow at not 4:30, that's today, at 6 p.m., 6 p.m. Eastern, you can see me right here with Mark Baggett. We will be streaming together tomorrow for the first time ever, so that should be fun. Oh, what a day. Welcome, everybody. Xena is very happy to see you guys. Say hi, Xena. Can we get a little tail wag? Anything? Anything at all? Nothing. But look who else is here today. We have Ava, and we're going to start them out with a little treat. Look. I told you guys Xena got fat shamed at the vet yesterday, so we got them some diet treats. Gluten-free, 3 calories per treat. So they could have as many of these as they want. Really, they could eat the whole bag and be fine. So let's get into these. I should have scissors here somewhere. Here we go. Let's open these up. See how they like them. I'm going to laugh if they spin them out and don't like them at all. We got them diet treats, and they're probably not. I mean, do you guys like diet stuff? I do. I know I don't. Okay. Diet treats for the dogs. We have their attention, at least. So, just so you guys know, anytime you support the show in any way, whether that be going to ktz.com, that's KTZED.com, buying the merchandise, or doing a super chat right here on YouTube, or a Rumble rant over there on the Rumble platform. These dogs get that used to be mini milk bones, but now they're getting these gluten-free diet dog treats. We'll see how it goes. Let's see if they like them. Here you go, Ava. Ava approves, and Xena. All right, they like them. So there we have it. We're going to get right into our first story. Hello, Ed. Hello, Smith W. Parson. Good to see you, Erica. Always a pleasure. And Miss Mimsy, good having you here. The first story we have today is out of Illinois. And apparently this girl caused a fatal crash and didn't even realize it. Crazy. Be careful on the roads. By the way, giant semi-trucks cannot stop. They can't stop on a dime. So don't cut them off, because if they can't stop and you get in front of them, they're going to crush you. They're tons and tons. They weigh tons. They will crush your Honda Civic in no time flat.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Eliza Petrie. We begin tonight with a developing story. We're getting more details on the deadly tanker crash that killed 5 people last year in Totopolis. The driver investigators say caused the wreck says she didn't even know it happened. The tanker was carrying anhydrous pneumonia when it crashed, spilling gallons of toxic chemicals. And the National Transportation Safety Board released a new report today. Spencer Davis is working for you and has new details. Spencer?
The National Transportation Safety Board's report from last year's crash totaled 56 pages. The report confirms that the 17-year-old Ohio driver passed a tanker truck in a no-passing zone, going around 90 miles per hour. To avoid a collision, the truck turned off and jackknifed, striking a trailer, which punctured its tank full of anhydrous ammonia. This released a large plume of the chemical into the...
She's cutting off semi-trucks going 90 miles an hour. That's insane driving. Of course it was a woman driver, right?
The air, which led to the injuries and deaths. In their conclusion, investigators say, quote, the primary cause of this crash was improper overtaking on the left and speeding, end quote. The crash resulted in 5 deaths due to the exposure to the ammonia. Heavy cleanup efforts were made to prevent the spread and damage of the chemical.
Jeez.
The name of the driver was redacted in the report due to the crash happening while she was a minor. Reporting in studio, I'm Spencer Davis.
Thank you, Spencer. The NTSB says they will release a report with their analysis and conclusions at a later date. Don't miss a video. Subscribe to our
I'm muted. You know what that means, don't you? I don't make the rules around here, but when I talk while I'm muted, dogs get an extra treat. So what I was saying is, hi, lick the whole boot. Good to see you. Let me give them their treat because I talked while I was muted. Hey, so I really appreciate you setting the precedent about using certain music on your stream, and I'm so glad to see your video that's back up. I watched it again, by the way, and great video. And hopefully, I'm thinking about doing some sort of not music appreciation stream, but some sort of like music review stream. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get that happening. I have a close friend who's a streams and also is a musician. So maybe we can get him on here to critique certain music. That's all. If you like my intro and outro songs, that is my friend Steven, and we're going to see if we can get him on to do that music stream. Anywho, at least we got the me talking while muted out of the way early today. So this story is out of Kentucky. Did you guys hear about this guy who walked into the judge's chamber and just like shot him? Yeah. So we covered it here a couple of weeks ago when it first happened, like the day after it happened or something like that. Well, it was a Sunday, so it would have been 2 or 3 days after it happened. But here's a little update on that story.
Megan Mannering.
And I'm Drew Amon. Thanks for being with us. The former Kentucky sheriff accused of shooting and killing a judge inside the Letcher County Courthouse was in court today. For the first time, we saw video of the shooting.
Mickey Stein stepped down as sheriff yesterday, just days after Governor Beshear gave him an ultimatum: resign or be forced out. I was in the Morgan County courtroom today as Stein.
He was going to not resign. He walked into a judge's chambers and shot him in the head, and he was going to not resign. You were going to have to fire me? What are you talking about? That's crazy.
He's made his first in-person appearance, and the video of the crime played out. It's tonight's big story at 6.
An investigation of that death, were you able to determine who killed Kevin Mullins?
Yes.
And how were you able to do that?
Video surveillance footage.
Tense moments in a Morgan County courtroom as surveillance video appeared to show Letcher County Sheriff Mickey Steins gunning down Judge Kevin Mullins on September 19th. The portion of the video used at the preliminary hearing appeared to show Steins walking into the judge's chambers with a gun, Mullins with his hands up, and Steins firing multiple shots. When Mullins retreats behind his desk.
By the way, you can see this whole video not paused on Twitter. I did watch it. It is horrific. Horrific. It is. I don't suggest going and searching it over on Twitter, but I did. Frank sent it to me and I watched it, and the fear in this man's face is horrifying.
Steins appears to follow, firing again. In the courtroom, Steins' family silent on one side, Mullins' family sobbing on the other. During cross-examination, KSP Detective Clayton Stamper testified about an exchange between Steins and Mullins not shown in the footage shared at the hearing.
Sheriff Steins uses his telephone to make some phone calls. He then borrows Judge Mullins' cell phone and appears to make a call on that. and that led to what you just saw.
Stamper said Sheriff Steins tried to call his daughter from Mullen's phone, and her cell phone number was already in the judge's phone. Defense lawyer Jeremy Bartley indicating the contents of those cell phones could be telling.
Let's be candid here. This is a man that has served Letcher County, his people there in some form of capacity for 22 years. And the testimony that I heard was that this was not planned. So I don't think it is that far of a stretch to say that whatever happened in the moments that we didn't see today were the precipitating factor.
Bartley said he had lingering questions regarding witnesses who heard the gunshots from one room over and a lunch meeting between Mullins and Steins that took place earlier in the day.
I left the hearing today with a lot of questions still unanswered myself. We hoped that there may be more light that will be shed on the preceding events.
The Commonwealth's case against Steins will now head to a grand jury. The motive still unclear in a case capturing national.
The motive is not unclear. The dude's daughter's cell phone number was in the judge's phone. But that does not justify him shooting the man in the head. He's a sheriff, for goodness sake. He knows how the justice system works. That's my opinion. And hopefully this trial will be public so we could watch it together. And, there could be a myriad of reasons why that person's phone number was in his cell phone. Also, I don't know. Does anybody know how old the daughter was? I don't even know how old the daughter was. So who knows? Who knows? Like if I'm just thinking of reasons, justifiable reasons why that phone number would be there. If the judge's kids or grandkids were friends with the daughter, they could have numbers like that. Or it could be for the reasons, the awful, horrific reasons why you're all thinking it is. Still not justifiable to shoot the man in the head. Understandable, yes. Justifiable, not so much. Indianapolis woman accused of neglecting adult daughter with disabilities.
5-year-old Indianapolis woman is accused of neglecting her 40-year-old daughter with disabilities. Tonight, she's facing 6 counts of neglect and 1 count of intimidation. Our Chase Howell had his camera rolling as police arrested that woman at her home on the north side. But I want to warn you, some details of this story are difficult to hear.
An IMPD officer can be seen putting a 75-year-old woman in handcuffs for allegedly not caring for her adult daughter with disabilities.
We understand that this is a population that is 7 times more likely to be a victim of abuse.
According to court documents, the victim has cerebral palsy and requires assistance. The documents say she's paralyzed on her left side and has a history of physical and mental impairments. Police say after they were dispatched to the home, they found the woman lying on the floor between the wall and her bed. And according to those documents, her mother told officers her daughter had been that way for 7 days, urinating and defecating on herself. The reason? Because the mother allegedly wanted her daughter to get up on her own.
When we have caregivers that are isolated, they might be at greater risk to take out their frustrations, on their loved one.
As for how the police were called, the daughter says she used a wire hanger to fish over her cell phone and call 911. Investigators say when they arrived and rolled the woman over, her skin ripped away from her body where she was laying. And according to court documents, nurses at the hospital claim they found maggots in some of her wounds.
I don't know that we wake up and say, you know what, I just want to be a really terrible caregiver today. But when we're looking at our adult population that still requires a high level of care and have pretty high needs, that can be exhausting. That's really taxing for a parent.
Adrienne Reed works for Damar Services, an organization that helps people with disabilities. She says if you believe someone is being neglected or abused, first look for some key signs beyond the physical.
As social workers and caregivers that we look at are any changes in behavior, changes in functioning. Is there an appearance of fear towards that caregiver?
And if you believe a person isn't being cared for or they're being harmed, Reed says to say something. As for those caregivers who may be struggling, Reed suggests asking for help. Reporting in Indianapolis, Chase Howell, 13 News.
Country music star Garth Brooks is being accused of rape and sexual assault in a lawsuit filed Thursday. He denies it and says he went to court last month to stop his accuser from filing the suit. Jamie Yukas has more.
Garth Brooks is one of country music's biggest artists of all time, selling more than 162 million albums. He's now accused of sexual assault and battery in a new lawsuit. The accuser, named Jane Roe in the suit, was first hired by Brooks' wife Trisha Yearwood in 1999, and in 2017 began working for Brooks. The suit details an alleged incident in 2019, claiming that Brooks raped Roe in a hotel during a work trip, citing, quote, Brooks appeared in the doorway to the bedroom, completely naked. It continues to state Roe felt trapped in the room alone with Brooks, with no one to help. In the suit, Roe also accuses Brooks of repeatedly exposing himself to her and sending sexually explicit text messages.
This is off-brand in just about every way you can imagine.
Jem Aswad is the executive music editor for Variety.
He's as red, white, and blue as they come.
It's unclear how or if these allegations will affect Brooks' image.
But it's a very, very dedicated, faithful fan base. So if people start attacking him on social media, so what? It's not going to hurt him like it would a pop star. The way that it would harm him in the most is ticket sales.
I'm Jamie Yukas in Los Angeles.
And is it working now? Is my mic working now? Hello, hello, hello? I need somebody to let me know if you can hear me or not. Shh. Okay, so you can hear me. James Baker, thank you so much. Somebody finally answered me. Thank you, James Baker. You can hear me. Test, 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 test. Okay, I'm not giving them a milk bone because my mic, I didn't speak while I was muted. My mic went out. It just completely stopped working. Okay. I think that's better. That was not me. That was the mic. I got a new microphone arm today and the wires run through it. And when I adjusted the mic, it unplugged itself. So my bad. But if you notice, when I move the mic now, you don't hear that creaking, squeaking, spring noises anymore, which is nice. Thank you very much to Waffle Salter for being such a huge supporter of the show that I can afford to make upgrades like that. He's the best. Oh. Thanks, Colin. Thanks, Colin. I appreciate it. Oh, man. Good to see you, Colin. I did get your email. I will be back in touch, hopefully tomorrow, maybe later tonight sometime. I just don't know my schedule yet, so I will get in touch soon. I hope. So, back to the news. Back to the crime news. In Atlanta, a murder suspect receiving treatment at Grady Memorial Hospital escaped from custody on Friday afternoon. Atlanta police said 32-year-old Crawwin Marquevius Redding, under the custody of the Atlanta City Detention Center, when he escaped from Grady. Officers are canvassing the area near where Redding escaped.
Memorial Hospital. Right now, police looking for a murder suspect who escaped from Grady Memorial Hospital in downtown Atlanta.
Investigators say this picture shows Carwan Marquevius Redding ripping off his own hospital gown and then running away. Channel 2's Courtney Francisco is live in southeast Atlanta, and Courtney, officers are looking for him now.
We keep seeing a patrol car and an ambulance circle this area repeatedly. I want to show you where we're at. We're outside the historic Oakland Cemetery. This is one spot where Atlanta police were searching. MARTA police arrested the murder suspect yesterday, and jail staff from Atlanta City Detention Center were assigned to watch him while he waited for medical treatment at Grady. This afternoon, around 2, officers sent us pictures outside surveillance camera. They say it shows the suspect tearing off the hospital gown, changing clothes as he ran. Minutes later, we were at the historic Oakland Cemetery about a half a mile away, where people who were here described police jumping the brick wall and searching all around the gravestones.
Coming outside, coming home, or going to work, and you just rolling past the C-12, just hopping over a cemetery wall. It was like a quick little hop over, make sure ain't nobody in there, and gone.
Redding is one of 3 people accused of a deadly double shooting back in April on Donnelly Holloway Parkway. And police say call 911 if you see a Grady Hospital gown or bright yellow socks thrown away or just ditched on the side of the street. Reporting live in Southwest East Atlanta, Courtney Francisco, Channel 2 Action News.
All right, that time I was muted. We're going to get our shit together soon. We're going to get it together. We are going to get it together. But first, Zena, here. That's for you. Ava's gone. She gets nothing. Where is she? Ava? She's gone. This is in Conyers, Georgia. Some residents of East Atlanta were evacuated while others were told to shelter in place Sunday to avoid contaminants from a chemical plant fire that sent massive plumes of dark smoke high into the sky and could be seen for miles away. Interstate 20 was shut down in both directions in the area. Georgia Department of Transportation said in a post on Twitter. Reports said traffic was snarled as vehicles backed up in the area for the closure. So yeah, you could just see this was crazy. This was
they are chemicals, and how they react, you don't know. And so when this plume starts out, it could become, very, very dangerous, toxic. So until we get those readings from EPA and EPD, we don't know exactly what the plume consists of.
Let's move on to the next story. The next one. Man accused of crawling underneath cars to look at women's feet at Gilbert, Arizona business. How creepy is that? First of all, if you're into feet, you're just weird. You're just weird. But this is at a car wash.
Right, the victim I spoke with is the one in the security video that we have of this situation, and she told me that her life has been turned upside down by this creepy encounter. The scariest part, she says she maybe never would have known this happened if another customer at the car wash didn't notice and then track her down to tell her.
I have felt very violated, and I have been having nightmares.
A typical morning for this Gilbert mom turned into an unsettling experience. In this security video, you can see Chanel at Superstar Car Wash near Val Vista in Riggs on her way to drop off her son at school. She's vacuuming her white SUV when all of a sudden a stranger crawls under her car.
At one point, you can see his head pop out on the driver's side looking up at me. I just never would have thought in a million years that there would be someone underneath of my car.
Police identified that man as 28-year-old Jesse Johnson and say he snuck and hid under 3 different women's cars at this car wash on August 29th. The reason? A foot fetish.
All of the victims had flip-flops and shorts on. That's what we all had in common.
And police say this is not the first time he's done this. He's been arrested more than once in Nebraska for similar crimes where he's attempted to look at, touch, or lick feet.
Oh.
According to court documents, he even admitted to law enforcement that he is sexually attracted to women's feet and at times can't control his sexual desires.
Going into the community and doing this to women is absolutely disgusting.
Gross.
And I don't think he realizes what it's doing to us as the victims.
Johnson was arrested this week. He's facing voyeurism and disorderly conduct charges. Car Wash General Manager Reyes Brito is relieved.
Justice, because that's not okay. That is not okay. This is a place, wash your car. You should feel safe.
Chanel hopes sharing her story encourages others to never let their guard down.
It's a good reminder for us women especially to just always be on high alert, because nowadays you just don't know what can happen.
And the sheriff's office tells me he is still in custody tonight. Bail was set at $10,000 and he's due back in court on October 1st. Back to you.
All right, so I know there's some channels out there, K-Far, I'm looking at you, that say, we don't kink shame over here. We kink shame here. Stop it. Ladies, put your grippers away. Don't wear flip-flops in public unless you're at a pool or a beach, first of all. And second of all, men, stop being gross. That's disgusting. Stop it. Stop it. Nobody likes it. Teen freed and controversial plea deal in murder case gets arrested again. You don't say. So we're just letting murderers out of jail, out of prison early, and they do it again. Who would have thunk it? It happens over and over and over again.
Took a controversial plea deal for a deadly carjacking, is now accused of driving more than 100 miles an hour while fleeing police in a stolen vehicle.
Fox 9's Rob Olson is live in Minneapolis for us tonight with this story. Rob, you spoke with the family of the carjacking victim, the initial one, and they say they're not surprised by this at all.
No, they say they are not surprised. They were basically expecting that Braveheart would reoffend. They're thankful that no one was injured here. But this is a case that is, of course, renewed criticism for Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty, who had defended Braveheart's leniency, saying he'd completed residential treatment programs. But sharp criticism again today, including from the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association, saying that there must be real consequences for violent offenders. But again, the family of Stephen Markey here saying that they agree with that. They're not surprised this happened.
I don't think anyone was surprised by this except maybe the Hennepin County attorney.
Kristen Darastory said she cried when she learned Hussein Braveheart had been arrested again in a stolen vehicle after fleeing police at more than 100 miles an hour.
I think most people, including my family, were waiting for him to reoffend and just hoping that it wouldn't be serious and cause another loss of life.
5 years ago, Kristen's cousin, Stephen Markey, was killed during an attempted carjacking in Minneapolis when Braveheart and another man, Jared Osmond, both shot at Markey as he tried to drive away. Osmond got 20 years in prison because prosecutors said it was his bullet that killed Markey.
I apologize for not being a better person that day.
But Braveheart wound up getting a plea deal late last year that dropped his charge to assault and let him walk with no prison time. Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty defended the leniency at that time in the face of very heavy criticism.
So sending him to prison, based on everything we know, will create more trauma and make him likely to be more dangerous when he gets out.
The Markey family was furious then, still deeply hurt now.
You can see it coming, right? We knew he would get in trouble again. The odds were in his favor of doing that, even though you'd hope for something else.
Braveheart was arrested early Sunday by Eagan PD and charged with fleeing police, a felony. Kristen hopes Dakota County will bring a different outcome, and this time a far stiffer punishment.
It was uniquely painful to find out what happened, but I'm also really relieved that no one else was injured as a result of his crimes this time.
Reaction from the Hennepin County Attorney's Office today in a very short statement saying that we are aware of the situation in Dakota County. If the allegations are true, Mr. Braveheart will be held accountable. He's still in custody in Hastings, appears in court again in October. Live in Minneapolis, Rob Olson, Fox 9.
All right, Rob, thank you.
Wow. Man allegedly arrested for stabbing pregnant ex-girlfriend 10 times. We have a couple of more little news stories to get through, and then I have some really good body cam videos to show you, like really good ones, guys. So stick around for that. We do have, these are all stories that people have sent in to me, so we want to get to these.
New tonight, a man behind bars for allegedly stabbing his pregnant ex-girlfriend multiple times. DeAndre Wilkins faces attempt.
Yikes, look at that mugshot. Look at that mugshot. Could we have guessed that this man was going to stab somebody? I could have guessed it.
First-degree murder and domestic assault charges. Police say the incident occurred Friday, just after 8:30 p.m. on Havana Street. The victim was walking with friends when Wilkins allegedly punched her in the face and then stabbed her around 10 times.
Wow. Punch her in the face, too. Perfect. Perfect. So you remember that rapper PB&J? Sorry, P&B Rock? PB&J. This is the one, I believe, where he was on, I want to say Instagram. Maybe it was Facebook Live. It was Facebook Live or Instagram, something like that. And he went live to where he was wearing all of these gold chains. You know how they do with like showing off the bling and all of that. And people then knew where he was, and he got shot to death. Everybody, we have a new person here. Please, everyone, welcome Molenhole. Molenhole, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. We have fun over here. The chat is good. Feel free to interact with everyone in the chat. That's what we do. We're sharing a couple of news stories, and I have some body cam videos to get to as well. This is
and down outside a popular restaurant in South LA. The men convicted of murder and robbery today learned how much time they'll be spending behind bars.
The rapper killed outside of Orozco's Chicken and Waffle restaurant. And Eyewitness News reporter Sid Garcia is live at the Compton courthouse where the victim's family members spoke out at the sentencing. Sid.
As you mentioned, it was 2 years ago this month, and the man regarded as the mastermind behind the murder and robbery, he is now headed to state prison.
I got what you need, me back wasn't hello.
Rakim Allen, known professionally as rapper PNB Rock, was a Philadelphia-based rapper who walked into a South Los Angeles Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles restaurant with his girlfriend 2 years ago this month. According to court testimony, PNB Rock was wearing a few $100,000 worth of jewelry at the time. The jury found that Freddie Trone ordered his then 17-year-old son to go in and rob Allen. The teen was armed with a gun. The rapper was shot and killed and his jewelry stolen. This is Freddie Trone in court earlier today when he heard Rakim's mother and aunt give their victim impact statements. The court did not allow the camera to show their faces. The first to speak to Trone was Rakim's mother.
Rakim was a shining light in our family. He was a star to us. He was our Michael Jackson, and we are devastated. We are trying to live with this, but it's very hard. It's very hard. We can't, it's hard.
That is manipulation of the evidence that was presented to them.
Trone's attorney asked for a new trial in this case. Judge Connie Quinones denied that motion. Trone was sentenced to 31 years and 4 months to life in state prison. The second person to speak was the late rapper's aunt.
He worked very hard for everything he achieved, always trying to provide for his mom and his 4 brothers to create a better future. But in an instant, his life was stolen, leaving a void that will never be filled.
Another defendant, Tremont Jones, was sentenced to 12 years.
I just have to pause. That woman's voice broke my heart. This was a human being, and he was murdered over material things. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. His girlfriend was posting photos on Instagram and live streaming on Instagram that they were at this specific restaurant, their exact location, and showing hundreds of thousands of dollars apparently worth of jewelry, diamonds and gold and things that he had on his person. It's so sad that people, you need to be so careful about what you're putting out there online. And obviously, I assume everybody in the chat doesn't have hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of jewelry they're going to be wearing out in public. But there's no need to announce where you are. You're a giant target when you have that much on you. So don't announce, don't let them hone in on where that target is.
His part in the robbery.
His family is devastated. You hear them, they're devastated.
That day, Rakim's mother and aunt also told Jones that he and Trone had caused them a lot of pain. And Trone's son, who is now 19, is still awaiting trial. Reporting live from the Compton Courthouse, I'm Sid Garcia, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
That story's just horrible. Everyone, welcome Aimless Gamer. Dan's in the house. And if you are the praying type, please say a little prayer for Dan. I know he's not been feeling well lately. And he could use all of the prayers he can get. Definitely. So yeah, say a little prayer for Dan, please. Say a little prayer for me. So, hello, I'm here for the Porsche. Thief stole SUV, ran over owner after pretending to be a prospective buyer, cops say. A woman who ran over an SUV owner while stealing the vehicle has turned herself in, according to the cops in the Toronto area. Peel Regional Police released home surveillance footage from the afternoon of September 6th. A woman went to the victim's home and rang the doorbell in the city of Mississauga, probably saying that wrong, which is to be west of Toronto in Canada. This was regarding an Auto Trader advertisement in which the owner was selling a 2022 Porsche Cayenne. Hello, I'm here for the Porsche. The suspect identified by officers as 18-year-old Sarah Bradshaw. Let's watch this surveillance video.
Hello, I'm here for the Porsche. I think I'm waiting for my dad, so if I can take a look at
Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Did you guys see that? I gotta watch it again. Holy cow, I wasn't expecting it to be like that. Were you guys expecting it to be like that? That was crazy. This woman is nuts. She just, again, with the material things, she ran a man over with a giant car over material stinking things. Oh my goodness. Oh, it doesn't get better the second time. Oh, wow. He popped right back up. Look at that. I can't believe he could have died. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That was crazy. Thank you so much, Colin, for the $5 super chat. Oh, I'm catching my breath from that last one. That was crazy. Where did Ava go? Oh, let me call her. She's gone. Xena gets 2. How about that? Hi, Xena. Colin loves you very much, and he sent you some dog treats. He loves you very much. Do a shake. Do a shake. Oh, good girl. There you go. Thank you, Colin. Holy cow. That video was crazy. All right. That's the end of our short news stories. Now I have 2 super good. I previewed them this time, guys. I previewed them. They're good body cams. So the first one, Raging Daughter's Day turns 100 times worse when police step in. Now, a couple things I want to say about this one. First of all, this girl is obviously mentally unwell. However, it does not give you the right to treat people like this. We went over this, I think it was when I was with Kafar the other day, where somebody's not mentally right. Having mental issues does not cause you to be an asshole. I know plenty of people who have mental problems. It does not cause them to act like this towards other human beings. We're going to start with this one.
Fantastic. Stop.
You're getting smart and you got a bad attitude.
Look what you're doing to my parents. Mom, no. Mom. This is an abusive man.
She's provoked him.
I should have saved this one for when Mark's on tomorrow because, you know, I've only watched Mark shows a couple of times, but I'm sure he could fix. He could fix her.
25-year-old.
On August 29th, 2022, officers responded to a DMV after receiving a report from employees about a woman causing a disturbance and yelling at the staff.
Your mom? Okay. Go over and talk to her. What's going on here?
What's going on? Just my things.
Well, talk to me because your mom called. So.
Oh, my mom called?
No.
I'm just changing the settings a little bit because it seems to be clipping.
No, stop. My mom called?
Stop.
Fantastic.
Stop. Don't you get in the car. You don't want to.
My mom called? Fantastic. I did not.
Oh, calm down.
Get your hands off me. I didn't do anything.
Don't get in the car.
I didn't do anything. Get your hands off me.
You're yelling and screaming, okay?
They called.
The title office called.
That's
first.
fine. That's fine.
Okay?
So what's going on?
Don't get in the car and try to get away from us. Step back. Step back.
What's going on here today? What's going on here?
I'm talking to my parents.
Well, you're talking to me right now. So
I didn't do anything.
we got a call that she was down there yelling and screaming and ranting and raving, and we're here to find out what's going on.
About what? Because I asked her what the problem was, and she said I told you, and I said I didn't
Watch the
understand.
language.
No, I'm telling you what she said to me. She said I told you, and I said I didn't understand what you said. I said, can you please explain to me because I don't understand what you're saying. We drove all this way today, and I don't understand what she's saying to me, and she's talking to me like I'm an imbecile. I didn't understand what she was saying.
Okay, and that was at the title office, right?
Here, we can step over here. I understand.
She's in the
Hey,
hospital.
ma'am, you can come over here and talk to me.
You know what I mean? Her medicine. You know, she needs a hospital. She's hospital and she needs jail, but you know she's out of control here. We went, you know, like that vicar and no, she didn't drive. She did not drive here. No.
Is that her car?
This is her car. She bought it.
Trying to get it switched over at the title office.
Yes,
okay.
it's her car.
I got you.
It's a West Virginia license.
I understand.
We live in Ohio. You know, was she handing her license when they give her the title? She just give her driver's license.
And they're giving her problems and she got upset about it.
That's what happened. But listen, there's more to it than that.
I got you.
We went, you know, we're here because she's having problems. She was, like I said last week, she had a reaction to anaphylactic shock. Her body temperature is down to like 60 internal from the medicine for her mental, you know. Said about your child, but this isn't her. But the medicine's all fucked up.
You've been taking her meds?
Oh, well, not for 10 days. Not for 10 days.
So let me ask you a question.
You see what I mean? I mean, she's not going to just blow up right here and get physical. I mean, when you put your hands on her, I'd spread she's going to hit you. You know, and she doesn't know. You know what I mean?
I got you. I just didn't want her. I didn't want her.
When her medicine's right, she's eating. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. She's eating. Like that, she'll fucking blow up. I mean, she can't help it. It's honest to God.
Because I'm the villain. I'm the villain.
No, we're here to see what's going on.
Right? My mom called, right? I didn't.
No, we got a call from the title department. Who we got a call from?
So then, how'd you find me here?
Well, we were told that they called and said you were walking up this way, and then we see people in a discussion, so we figure this is what it is.
Discussion.
These are both your parents?
My mom and my
Stop
father.
interrupting me, please.
My mom and my dad.
Okay. So, where did you come down here from? You said you drove?
I did not drive. I rode with my dad. I was asleep in the car the whole time. My dog's in the back
Where
seat.
did you come from?
Morgantown, West Virginia.
Okay. So what was you doing at the title department so I can get an idea of
I
what's...
need to get my title switched over to my mom's name out of mine.
Okay. Where's your mom and dad live at?
Ohio, Zanesville, Ohio.
So you went over there to get your title switched over to your parents' name, and then what happened?
Because I'm transferring out of school, and she told me she couldn't do anything, and I said, why? And she said, because this is your address. I said, I haven't lived there in 3 years. I said, I don't understand. And she was talking to me like I was an imbecile. I said, I don't understand. And she walked away from me and walked in the back. I said, can you please answer my questions? I don't understand what you're saying to me. I'm 21 years old. I don't know what you're talking about. I need to get this figured out because I don't know what you're talking about. And she walked away from me, and I was like, I need to know. I need to know where to go from here. I need to know what to do from here. Nobody's telling me anything.
Okay, what's your name?
Carly.
You got some ID on you?
Somewhere.
So you're a student in Morgantown?
Yes.
Or? Okay. Originally from Zanesville. That's where your parents live. Carly, your parents live in Zanesville, and you're a student in WVU?
Yes, sir.
Don't get smart with me. You're getting smart and you got a bad attitude. Stop interrupting me.
I said yes, sir. You wanted this?
I didn't call them.
The title department called. End of discussion on that.
So can I make a statement against her then? Because I feel like she violated me.
How did she violate you?
The way that she talked to me, the language that she used, talking to me like I'm an imbecile.
And you're talking to me the same way
because
right
now.
now.
I'm angry. Because
okay.
Now I'm angry
you have no
because
reason to be angry at me, but you're talking to me in the same way.
He put his hands on me. I do have a reason.
Didn't see him put his hands on you.
You didn't see him put his hands on me? Look where it's still...
No, I had to rip her out of the car because she tried to get in it.
You didn't see her where you put your hands on me? It's red.
I absolutely did, yes.
Right, you didn't see that, did you, officer?
No, I didn't.
I did it again. I'm having a bad day. I'm having a horrible day today. It's a bad day. I'll give the dogs treats in a minute. Yeah, I talked while I was muted. I was saying, pay attention to where she's saying she has marks on her arm because this officer had to pull her out of the car. That's why she's got marks on her arm. But then later on in this conversation, she's going to go into this story, and it probably a true story. I don't know. I'm not saying whether it's true or not, but the fact that she was in an abusive relationship and she's showing bruises all over her arms and legs and stuff. So I feel like she already had those marks on her, because when you watch the officer bring her out of the car, he's not being overly rough with her or anything like that. I'll give the dogs treats. Okay, I see ya.
So am I in any trouble here? Did I do anything?
Until we find out what's going on, no one's leaving.
Am I in any trouble?
You may be.
Did I do anything wrong?
Disorderly conduct.
On who?
You're out here screaming the F word out here in public.
Who did I scream the F word at?
At your parents and you're in public.
When?
When we pulled up.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Okay. Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
No, I didn't do anything
Put your
wrong.
hands behind your back.
I didn't do
Put your
anything
hands
wrong.
behind your back.
Stop,
Relax.
please.
Relax.
Talk to my mom.
Stop fighting.
Just stop. I didn't do anything. Let me talk to my mom, please.
Here's a treat for Johnny Walker Dread. Thank you for letting me know. That one's for you. Hope you enjoy it.
Why are you doing this? I'm just having
Okay, I got one on. Dispatch, we got a 21, disorderly and resisting.
I have a bad day with my mom.
Steve, can you swing by here?
I don't understand. I'm having a bad day. I'm having a bad day. Can anybody just have a bad day?
I'm having a bad
You got
day
my
too.
wrist,
I keep
yeah.
talking while muted.
Look what you're doing to my parents.
Well, you started this by being over at the title department,
Trying to
which
ask
caused
her
them
answers.
to...
Go ask her. Go ask her what I was asking her.
You're not giving me a chance. You're complaining about the attitude they're giving you.
Because I said if she's going to file a statement on me, can I do one back? I'm having a bad day with my parents. We drove all day.
Face the car. Because you're the one giving us this attitude.
Sir, did I? I said yes, sir, to you, did I not? I said yes, sir, and yes, sir, did I not?
And all you want to do is stand here and argue it with us. So
I'm not arguing with
you're
you. I
going to
asked you
jail.
what I did.
You're,
No, I asked you what I did.
and I told you.
And they're going to follow you, and they're going to bail me out, and you're going to run them that check?
I'm not writing anyone a check.
I said you're going to run them that check. You're going to make them pay to get me out because they're going to follow me there because I'm having a bad day arguing with my parents.
No, not with your parents.
If I'm screaming the F word, was I? Was I? Did that offend you in any way? So who did I offend?
The public.
Who?
Well, there's people going in and out. You know, I'm done arguing this with you. When another car gets here, you're going to jail. We'll finish things up with your parents. Do you want your parents to have your phone and your wallet?
19.
Good. You stand right here and face the car. You stand right here and face the car.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Stand right there.
I just see that as
Dispatch, can you repeat? I'm dealing with her.
I'm just having a bad day. Am I not allowed to have a bad day?
But you're causing your bad day to be a problem for everyone
For who?
else. The title department
Do
and
you
your
see
young
these bruises
screaming.
on me?
Listen,
Do
you
see my
face
nails?
the car.
I've been in a
You face
domestic dispute for 2 days. I'm having a bad day. Do you see my nails? Do you see my arms?
Did you report it to anybody?
Yes, I did.
Who'd
I'm
you
in 2
report it
other
to?
ones. The Morgantown University Police. You can call and ask.
Okay, we'll do that. But that does not.
I've been in a domestic dispute for 2 days. I just want to go home. I've been in a domestic dispute. That's why they're here. Is they're trying to take me home. That's why we're trying to get my title switched over to Ohio so I can move home away
Stop
from him.
yelling. Stop yelling.
You're not listening to me.
Stop yelling.
Get your arm off.
No, I
You're
want
not
you to face the
listening
car
to me.
because you keep pulling away from it.
Listening to me.
I've been listening to you, but I'm done listening to you when you keep interrupting me and you're causing problems for people.
Nobody's causing problems. I'm trying to explain and you're not listening to me.
We tried listening. And all you want to do is yell and scream and rant and rave.
He's not listening. You have to agree. I'm having
You wouldn't listen to me.
I said I wanted to sit in my car. My dog is in that car. I just want to sit.
You immediately get away from me and try to run through your car.
I don't even have car keys. I don't even have car keys.
And was I supposed to know that?
No, but I wanted to sit down. We could have talked. I wasn't going to shut the door.
And how? But the proper response is, hey, I'm going to sit in my car for a minute.
The proper
not to
response
run into your
is
car.
don't grab a hold of me.
No.
I've been in a domestic dispute. Look at my hands. You think
107. How long
Look at
before
my
you're going to be here?
Look at my arms. You think that I want somebody's hands on me after I've been beaten for 2 days? You don't know me is what I'm saying. You guys have no idea what's going on. You have no idea what is going on right now.
19, I'll pass. I'll be there shortly.
You have no idea what is going on in my life right now.
Okay.
So why are you making this about you?
It's not about me whatsoever.
It's amazing how often it turns from having a total attitude with police officers to, as soon as those cuffs come out, they're crying and whining and apologizing every single time. Every single time.
Come
Stop yelling. Calm down.
I'm not going to calm down. I didn't do anything
Well,
wrong.
then jail is where you need to be because we've given you.
Get in the car with my parents and go home. No, I'm not going to calm down.
We're beyond that.
No, we're not.
We are.
No, we're not. Why? What did I do? What did I do? Can somebody tell me?
Violation of 2917.11, disorder, and then resisting arrest.
Who resisted arrest? Who resisted arrest? Mom, no. Mom, no.
Face the car. Over here.
Please let go of me. Please let go of me.
Stop thrashing around.
Let go of me.
Stop thrashing around.
I was in a domestic dispute for 2 days and your arms hurt me. Look at my bruises. Look at my bruises. Please let go of me. Please let go of me. Please let go of me. I'm not doing anything wrong. Please let go of me. Please let go of me. I'm not doing anything.
Let's get her over here.
More convenient. St. Clair's one.
Please
Okay, which crew again?
Please, you're hurting me.
We are not hurting you. Watch your step.
Look at the marks on my arm. You are.
Stand here out of the rain.
I don't want to. I want my dad.
You got to stand there.
You're pulling me out of my shoes.
Just stand there.
Out of my shoes.
Quit turning. There's your shoe.
Dad, I hope you're recording this.
Turn around.
Go over here to the corner. We can get out of the rain.
You don't want to be in the rain?
Nope, I don't think you want to either.
I don't give a shit.
Well, neither do I, but...
Dad, look at those crickets that you're about to smash.
Yeah.
Stand there.
I don't want to look at him. He's hurting me.
I'm not hurting you.
You are hurting me.
I am not hurting you.
You're hurting me. You're hurting me.
We're not hurting you.
Please let go of me. I'm not going anywhere. I want to turn around.
Bobby, we're right here in the corner trying to get out of the rain here, and she's giving us a problem.
You have to see a problem with this. You have to see a problem with this. Does this just make your power feel good?
Nope.
It sure seems like it.
Let's go.
Let go of me. I can walk forward. You're pinching me, and you know you're pinching me. No, you're pinching me.
Let's go.
You know you're pinching me.
In the car.
Can I put my shoes on?
No, your shoes will go in the car.
Stop! Let me put my shoes on!
In the car.
Why are you treating me?
In the car.
I'm putting my shoes
Mark can fix her.
on! Stop! This is an abusive man.
It's all being recorded.
Okay,
Tell your attorney.
I can't wait.
Get that. Get that
I
on
can't
there.
wait.
107.
Let's talk over here where it's dry. Enough was enough with her. She's not listening. She wanted to get away. She obviously has some issues going on.
This last weekend,
Affirmative.
she was in the hospital. She had a reaction to the medicine she takes.
Okay.
She's going to jail. She needs the hospital more than she needs.
Right.
She's not taking any medicine. You
Okay.
know, with medicine, she's pretty even keel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's never been in trouble. She's a straight A student. You know, I mean, she's a college kid, and she is a straight A student. But her boyfriend, you know, he beat the hell out of her. You know, which, I mean, you see the side what happened. She's off her meds. I can't blame the boy.
Right.
You see what you just saw.
Right.
So we don't blame the boy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as a father, that's hard to see your daughter with bruises all over.
What is this father saying right now? This is crazy to me. This is crazy. The father of this girl is saying the boyfriend beat the shit out of her, but I don't blame the boy because look at how she's acting. It does not matter how she's acting. You don't beat the shit out of a woman. This is I'm speechless at this. I'm speechless at this take from this dad. What do you mean you don't blame the boyfriend? Yeah, the boyfriend can walk away. If she's acting like this, the boyfriend can get in his car and drive away or take his 2 little feet and walk away from her. You don't blame the boy? Am I the only one that thinks that this is a nuts take from this father? I'm flabbergasted.
It's hard.
Like I'm beside myself at this.
You know, he beat the hell out of her. You know, which, I mean, you see the side what happened. She's off her medicine. I can't blame the boy.
Right.
You see what you just saw.
Right.
So we don't blame the boy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as a father, that's hard to see your daughter with bruises all over. It's hard.
And someone like that will not voluntarily go to the hospital to get help. And
we know, I mean, I got, like, and one of my best friends is a psychiatrist, and we have him, try to talk to her from last week. She's been, and that's why I said I don't blame the boy.
Right.
She's got marks all over, her fingernails are broken, shit. But I know that with no medicine, that's what's happened to her. She's provoked him. I mean, honest to God.
Yeah.
Do I like the boy? No.
She's provoked him. She's provoked him. And the dad's laughing about, I don't get it. I don't get it. What do you guys, have you guys told me in the chat? I'm not even, this man is crazier than the daughter is. I don't blame the boy. She provoked him. I guess I do need the entire story, but I can't think of a situation where it's okay, and I'm not blaming the boy for leaving bruises and marks all over my daughter. I cannot think of a situation. I can't think of a single thing that she could have done to warrant having marks and bruises all over her and not blame the boy.
But that had nothing to do with it.
Wouldn't have made her do all this today. It wouldn't have
Like, how often is this woman getting beat? How often did she get out of line and need to be put in her place and this guy not be blamed? I'm just, this is allegedly, I don't know that, but with that kind of attitude, it really wouldn't surprise me.
I completely disagree with you because I see people that try to prolong it, and it just happens at another place at another time, and it might have not went down the same way it did today. It might have been even worse.
yeah, as long as she's not taking her meds, I don't think that behavior was going to change at all, no matter where you're at.
I mean, said she bounced a couple times earlier today. Why do we got to do this today? I said, because you've got school tomorrow. You got to be in class tomorrow. This is the only day that
Well, we have a jail nurse that's on 24 hours, and I recommend you call up and tell them her history.
Go there?
Yeah, you can go out there and they'll talk to you. The jail nurse will.
Well, that's what we have to do.
Where is it?
I'm not leaving her here.
Well, you got no choice. You got to leave her. She has to go to court. I'm sorry.
I mean, we tried working out with her, but she just...
Yeah, it was yesterday and the day before. It wasn't nothing.
We tried to...
I told him because I didn't want you to slam her on the... I mean, she's still my daughter. I didn't want you to slam her on the ground. I was afraid down... Honest to God, I was afraid down there, if that woman come down there saying something to her in the parking lot, I thought, Christ, I'm going to have to manhandle her. That's what I thought. She's going to fight me.
So I don't understand the loopholes then. How are you guys doing this? So how are you guys doing this and I don't understand? No, I'm being serious. I don't understand. I'm in law school too. I'd like to learn. Huh? I'd like to know. You don't get to withhold me and not tell me. I know that much. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
You're being charged for conduct.
For what?
Again, I wasn't there. I don't know.
Disorderly conduct on who? I know.
Disorderly conduct doesn't have a who. Disorderly conduct is being disorderly in public. It's self-explanatory. Disorderly conduct.
You have to answer my questions.
He does not.
What defines disorderly conduct?
You were being disorderly in public. You were causing a ruckus. You were causing a scene, and you were in public.
I don't know what defines disorderly conduct. Isn't that part of your job? What defines disorderly conduct?
No.
What defines it? I don't know what disorderly conduct means. Can you please tell me what disorderly conduct means? I'm asking you what it means. It doesn't have anything to do with what I did. I'm asking you what it means.
All right. She wants a definition of disorderly conduct. We're going to give it to her. We are going to give it to her. Disorderly conduct is a crime in most jurisdictions that involves behavior that is considered unacceptable in a controlled, civilized, or formal environment. It can include fighting, threatening, or violent behavior, creating a hazardous or offensive condition, making loud or disturbing noises, making offensive gestures or expressions, damaging public or private property, being drunk in public, loitering, disrupting a public meeting, waking a sleeping community. So, I think she checks a lot of those boxes. She was threatening, she was violent, she was creating a hazardous and offensive condition, she was making loud and disturbing noises. I don't know if she was making gestures or expressions that were offensive. But yeah, definitely that's what she did.
Huh? Disturbance with who? So what is actual disorderly conduct? How am I being charged for a disturbance? No, I'm asking you. You're the one arresting me.
No, he's the transport officer. This guy's not arresting her. The other guy arrested her. This guy's just the transport officer. He should not be talking to her at all, really. And as Johnny Walker Dredd said, talking in the back of the police car can never help you. You need to shush back there. Just shush.
You're transporting me, right? Okay, so then before he arrested me, I should have been advised. I have to be advised before I am arrested.
Absolutely not.
Yes, it absolutely is. I'm in law school. It absolutely is.
Nope.
What? West Virginia University?
They told her she was being arrested for disorderly conduct. That's all they have to do until court. They have like 24 hours to get that done.
Law school? You guys are playing dirty, so none of this can go through. It's literally all, what's that called? Where you obtain evidence without a freaking warrant?
She's talking about fruit of the poisonous tree is the legal thing that she's talking about, fruit of the poisonous tree. That's if you break the law to find evidence. So if you go into somebody's house, like let's say a police officer opens my front door right now and comes in and finds a bunch of illegal stuff happening in here. You know, we're just horrible people and we have drugs laying around. We have, automatic weapons that don't have the tag, the stamp from the government. Like we're just horrible, horrible people. We have all of this stuff that's totally illegal. We're abusing animals in here by giving them diabetes, just all sorts of crimes going on in the Zed household. And the cop walks in without a warrant and finds all that stuff. None of that stuff is admissible because they did not have a warrant to come in and get it. That's the legal notion that she's trying to set forth here. That does not apply here because she was being disorderly. It is on camera. Not only is it on camera, there's tons of witnesses around that saw it happen. There is the complainant, the complaining witness at the DMV or wherever, the tag office, wherever she was, the title office. Third time's a charm. She was at the title office. So there's witnesses in the title office where she was being disorderly in the title office. Then the police got there and she was being disorderly in the parking lot. So yeah, they can take her to jail.
I'm sure you know, right? You know, right? What's that called? Do you know? Can you please look up the definition of disorderly conduct?
We did for you, sweetie.
Well, I'm going to need to see that before I'm actually arrested.
You're already arrested. Too late for that. You're already arrested.
Well, it absolutely works that I should have been advised of what I was being arrested for before I was arrested. Absolutely. Absolutely, that's how that works. No, I wasn't. I asked what that means and he didn't answer me. So what does it mean? But I didn't do anything wrong is what I'm saying, so tell me where I'm wrong. No, I'm not going to.
tell you anything. I wasn't there. I can't tell you anything.
Okay, well, if he arrested me, then he needs to be here so he can tell me. I know that it works well enough to know that I have to be advised of what I'm being arrested for. I need to be read my rights if I'm put in cuffs. I need to be read my rights if I'm put in cuffs.
Nope.
Yeah, you do.
All right, here's another legal theory that she has that is incorrect. You do not have to be read your rights to be put in cuffs. They can detain you for any reason, any reasonable suspicion, reasonable articulable suspicion. So they have to be able to articulate what their suspicion of a crime is. Their suspicion is that she was disorderly. She had disorderly conduct. That's her crime. They don't have to read her rights until they question her about that crime. That does not include asking her name, her date of birth, things like that. Only specifically when they ask her about the crime, they have to read the Miranda rights. For some reason, we come across, every week it seems like, we come across some video of some person in cuffs saying that it doesn't count, they need to unarrest them because they were not read their rights. They don't need to be read their rights. At all, ever, really. You never have to be read your rights if it's on camera and they're not going to question you about it. The only time they have to read the rights is if they're going to question you about it. And they usually do want to question you about it because they want you to slip up and say the wrong things. They want to lead you into a trap to incriminate yourself. So they need to read you your rights before they can try to get you to incriminate yourself. Never talk to the cops, by the way. Pull out your Not My How to Get Away with Crime notebook. Let's make that a little bigger. You can pick up one of these at ktzed.com. That's ktzed.com. Pull out your Not My How to Get Away with Crime notebook. Jot down, do not speak to the police after they read you your rights. As soon as they read you your rights, you say, I would like to use my rights. I do not want to waive my rights. I want to use my rights, and you need to get me an attorney before I speak to you. Write it down. Highlight it, underline it, write it in bold.
There's 6-3.
You guys really suck at your fucking job. Literally, you would think that I've been in a domestic battery case for 2 days. Somebody would have done something about that, but instead I'm the bad guy, right? All these bruises on my arm, and I kept telling him to get his hands off of him because I have a busted fucking rib in my kidney. But nobody cares about any of that, right? I can get beat by a 25-year-old for two years in a row, and I finally decide to leave, and that's why my parents are here, is because they're trying to get me out.
Obviously, if true, that's horrible, but that also does not give her the right to be disorderly in public. Because you're a victim of another crime that happened apparently in another state in West Virginia, that does not give you the right to go to Ohio and be an asshole.
Okay, you guys decide to interfere like this? No, they're not. They told me the title office called. My mom is the one that called you? How would you know that? You didn't arrest me. How would you know? What's your name again? I'm sorry? Okay. Deputy Mitchell, do you have any kids at home? Figured, I could tell. Deputy Mitchell, do you even have any family? Didn't figure.
Why is she talking about this man's family right now? Why? Do you have any kids? No. Oh, do you have a family at home? No. Oh, I didn't think you would. I didn't think you had a family. What is that supposed to mean? Why you gotta be a bitch? Why?
I'm sure if you do have kids, you wouldn't treat them like this, would you?
I would if they were being disorderly.
You're not answering my questions. And I didn't have to answer his either. And that's why he arrested me, because I didn't answer his questions.
No.
What do I have to answer him anything for?
You
I
don't.
didn't violate anything. I'm sitting there talking to my mom. Will he be here when I get here? Why? Can I call him then? Can he come and talk? Because I'd like to know what I did. Well, I'd like to make a statement against him because there's marks on my arm from him.
She just said that the marks on her arm were from her ex-boyfriend. So now there's marks on her arm because of the cop. I understand if she previously had bruises on her arm and he was grabbing at the place there was a bruise. I've had that happen before where I'm bruised somewhere and somebody touches that bruise, not in a not trying to hurt me way, but just by accident or whatever. It's like, oh, right there hurts a little bit. There's a way to say that without being disorderly, by the way. You can let the officer know in a calm manner. She wouldn't even be in cuffs in the back. She wouldn't be stuffed and cuffed right now if she just acted in a calm manner and explained it to the officer like a normal person. Like, we live in a society.
No, I want to follow up as soon as I get here. I want to press charges. Because there's marks on my arm, and then he tried to say that he didn't see the other one do it. The other one's like, oh, no, I did do it. You're right. She's right. She's telling you the truth. I did have my hands on her. My shirt's ripped. The funny part is I know I can't go to jail because he didn't read me my rights. He didn't tell me what I was being arrested for. And you can go back on his little dash cam and look at that. So.
She thinks you're going to get to the jail and just let her walk because her rights weren't read. Like, let me just rewind this for 5 seconds. Listen to the ridiculousness of this next statement.
And then he tried to say that he didn't see the other one do it. The other one's like, oh, no, I did do it. You're right. She's right. She's telling you the truth. I did have my hands on her. My shirt's ripped. The funny part is I know I can't go to jail because he didn't read me my rights. He didn't tell me what I was being arrested for. And you can go back on his little dash cam and look at that. So there's absolutely nothing you guys can do. Nothing. Oh, look, there is your little kid up there, number 4, eh? What's his name? Oh, there is your little boy up there, number 4, baseball player. My brother was number 2 in Ohio, number 4th in the nation. And up there in a pitcher. He doesn't play anymore, but he was a good baseball player. What? He played for Ohio Independence, and he played out of Cal Ripken in Florida. Do you think that maybe if he would have rolled up and said, hi, I'm Officer so-and-so, what's going on here? No, because I want to see the dash cameras before I'm arrested, because he didn't tell me what I was being arrested for. No, I need it now, because I'm not going to jail until I do so.
She's not going to jail until she sees the dash cam. Until she sees the body cam, they're not allowed to put her in jail. First of all, the body cam is not a live stream. They have to take it back to the station. They have to hook it up to a little dock. It has to download and process and all of that. The body cam doesn't come out for several days. But she's under the impression that she has the right to see the body cam before she gets put into a jail cell, which is just absolutely incorrect, absolutely ridiculous. And even to think that that would happen, that they don't need to show it to you at all. You can go to the court and file a motion for discovery and get that, or you can file a FOIA request after the fact and get it in 5 to 7 business days. You're not getting it today. It's 8/29. Oh no, that's August 29th. It's 6:02 in the evening. You're not getting it in the next hour. I promise you that. I promise you.
Well, I'm not going to jail until I do so, because you have no probable cause to arrest me. No, you have no probable cause to arrest me. What's the probable cause? Then call him and ask him. I want to know what the probable cause is.
Disorderly conduct, that's what it is.
But what does that mean? What's the probable cause? A probable cause of disorderly conduct is what? Because he didn't see me do anything.
Okay. Well, I wasn't there.
He didn't see me do anything, so what's the probable cause?
I'm not arguing, man.
I'm not arguing. I'm asking you a question.
I can't give you the answer.
So you can't put me in jail until he tells what for.
We told you what you were being charged for.
No, you didn't.
I don't have to give you the specifics.
So what did I do to get disorderly conduct?
Listen, I wasn't there. That is what you're being charged for.
So then you need to find out, because you can't put me in a jail cell until you do.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, they
If I go in
can.
there, I will, yeah.
Well, what?
I'm going to come back here and I'm going to have that dash cam food. I'm going to have his job lost. He ripped my shirt.
Okay, well, again, I wasn't there.
I was never read my rights, so there's no way I can go sit in a jail cell. Well, you wouldn't know, because you're not very good at your job, are you?
You don't have to be read your rights.
I bet your little boy thinks daddy's his hero, huh?
Wow.
I'm not.
Your little boy thinks daddy's his hero.
I'm not questioning you on anything. I don't need to read you your rights.
Well, he was questioning me. He was questioning me.
He was not.
And I was never read my rights.
Once you were placed under arrest,
No, because he didn't. He was questioning me before.
Right. And at that point, you weren't under arrest. Hey, what's your name?
Carly.
Carly?
Carly? Yes. Can I seriously say something to you guys because nobody's listening to me?
Yeah, you tell us.
I'm being dead. I'm in law school, so I know. I've never read my rights, and nobody's telling me what I was arrested for. They say disorderly conduct. I'm like, for what? Sitting there talking to my mom with my dog. How can you put me in a jail cell when you didn't read me my rights and nobody told me what I did?
Disorderly conduct. She just said they told her. She just said they told her. She just said they told her. Nobody told me what I was being arrested for. They said disorderly conduct. That's what you're being arrested for. That's it. End of story. And I'm not going to go back over that they never read me my rights thing because we went over that thoroughly in detail. They don't need to read you your rights. They never, ever have to read you your rights. The only thing is if they question you about the specific crime and they don't read you your rights, it doesn't get used in court. That's it. That's the consequence. It's not the consequences you don't go to jail. The consequences you don't get to use that in court. That's it.
But how does that, like, you can't put me in a jail cell if nobody read me my rights or told me what I did.
Who? Not us, man.
Yeah. He didn't even tell me his name. The officer didn't even tell me his name. He ripped my shirt, though. And there's marks all over my arms.
We're not going to help you. We want you to know that stuff, okay?
I just don't understand. Can I see the body of you?
That's, you have to take that up a roadside. We're just jail.
How can I get put
All right,
in jail cell?
here, walk with us.
Carly Ray Roberts was charged with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest.
Yep. All right, guys. Here's what I need you to do. First of all, I need you to hit the like button. 16 people hit the like button. There's 25 people here right now. Come on. What are you doing? Hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't hurt. Just one little click. Don't click it twice because that undoes it. Click it 3 times, if anything. Please click the like button. Please share this stream with a friend if you think it's worth sharing. If you're enjoying yourself, bring a buddy next time. We're here every Sunday at 4:30 Eastern. I will also be here tomorrow at 6 o'clock with Mark Baggett watching other body cam videos. But for right now, it's ad time. And then we have another really good body cam video to get you. But it's ad time, so let's do the ad. Go to katiezed.com. That's KTZED.com. You can get lots of great stuff over at katiezed.com. Not only Katie Zed merchandise. By the way, I'm Katie. Nice to meet you. I'm Katie Zed. You can get Katie Zed merchandise, obviously, but the featured collection this month is KFAR merchandise. Ooh, round of applause for KFAR merchandise. You can pick his stuff up. He's got coffee mugs. He's got t-shirts. He's got long sleeve t-shirts. Perfect for the fall. I love this design with the K and the F that he has here. Very nice. And by the way, all of the merchandise, all of the t-shirts over there at katiezed.com are that super duper soft material that you just want to live in because it's so comfortable. So yeah, go look at KFAR stuff. That's the featured collection this month. You can also pick up Katie Zed merchandise. Stephen Ignoramus, the SI, Ignoramus Jr. merchandise. I'm wearing that right now. Can you see it? Can you see it? Yes, the SI merchandise. It's front and back right there. Front and back print on this one. You can get that there. KFAR merchandise, Sunset Saints, you can get that stuff over there, and Patriot Jam. But the one that I do want to tell you about is the Christ is King collection, because every single penny of the profits of the Christ is King collection goes to onemorechild.org. That's onemorechild.org. And they are a Christ-centered charity who offers services to vulnerable children and struggling families. These kids that you hear about that have been sex trafficked, they help them get them out of that and, provide them food and shelter and a start to a new life. All of these services to help them get back on the right path after being a victim of crimes. They also help families, whole families, not just single moms, who are food insecure and don't know where their next meal is coming from. They help them with groceries. They help them with housing. It's a great charity. If you don't want one of these awesome t-shirts or coffee mugs, just go straight over to onemorechild.org and donate to them directly and send me a message so I know that you've done that. I will pray for you in return. I pray for you guys all the time anyway. Who are we kidding? Who are we kidding? And of course, you can get the Katie Z merchandise. That's the important stuff. This notebook that I was talking about earlier, the How to Get Away with Crime notebook. Oops, I'm sorry. It says not. It's not my How to Get Away with Crime notebook. It is a hardcover notebook. It's got that real thick paper in there. Very nice. And good news, the pages are perforated. So after you're done writing down all of your plans, you can rip it out and burn it. Hey, Allie221 over there on Twitch. Good to see you. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. We're just doing the ad, and then we're going to get right back into the body cam videos. Also, the t-shirts, Aimless Gamer over there in the chat said he was wearing his Overruled t-shirt today. I want to say he got his, if I remember correctly, in the darker material. I don't remember which one he got, but I do like this style here. Crimeland, that's the show that you're watching right now. You can also get the Overruled merchandise, and Xena. You remember Xena from earlier, the one who gets milk bones when anybody donates? Yeah, her. She's got her own line of merchandise for your pupper too. You can get the True Crime with Xena featuring Katie Z bandanas. I think there's dog bowls over there as well. All of the stuff. So that's your assignment today, guys. Go to katiez.com, pick something up, hit the like button. Please hit the like button, share the stream out, invite a friend, and everybody right now do a $2 super chat. Thank you very much. Did it work? Is anybody doing it? Anybody? I'm kidding. You don't have to. But if you do decide to become a member on my channel, we do a game night once a month. So consider becoming a member. We had a great time last night. You can go back and watch that. We played Stupid Deaths last night. And we had a great time hanging out. We do that once a month. There'll be another one coming up in November. I promise you'll like it. So consider signing up over there. My next video went away. Let's see if I can find it. I have another backup. This is a short one, but it will give me just enough time to find the video that I was going to play. So let's play this one next. I was going to save this for the end of the show, but we're doing it now. Thank you to Society Red, who sent this my way.
This is the ambulance emergency line. Do you have an emergency? I need an ambulance. Who is this? Joe. Okay. Where do you need us? I'm in my phone booth. Okay, what's the address there? Let me tell you what. I'm going down to my road, driving my car, minding my own goddamn business, and a deer jumped out and hit my car. Okay, sir, are you injured? Now, let me tell you. I get out and pick the deer up. I thought he was dead. I put the deer in my back seat, and I'm driving down the road and minding my own business. The woke up and bit me in the back of my goddamn neck. He bit me and he done kicked the shit out of my car. I'm in the phone booth. The deer bit me in the neck. A big dog came up. The dog won't let me out of my phone booth because he wants the deer. Now, who gets the deer? Me or the dog? Okay, sir, are you injured? Yeah, my deer bit me in the neck. Hold on. The dog is biting me. Hold on. God damn it, get out of here. Hold on. The dog is biting my ass.
Listen up, people. The police are there for emergencies only. Use them. Don't abuse them.
Thank you, Mr. T. Appreciate that. I found the video. It's the featured video of today. It's the one in the thumbnail. This one is hilarious. Let's go. How you doing in the chat? I see we have a Twitch viewer. I was letting you guys know earlier in the chat, the delay on the chat is much less on Twitch. So if you decide to watch over there, the chats also show up over here, so I'll be able to see you. Not the same on Rumble. I have to check Rumble separately. But if you do decide to watch on Twitch, it does show up in the restream chat, and it shows up way faster. I'll throw that Twitch link in the chat here while this video is playing.
Hey Cleo, what's going on with your license? On March 13, 2024, an officer pulled over a driver for speeding and whose license had been suspended. Hey Cleo, what's going on with your license? You gotta get it fixed so you know it's suspended. Do you have somebody that can come pick you up?
Yeah.
All right, can you give them a call and have them come here because you can't be driving? Huh? You're just gonna walk home?
Gotta do what I gotta do.
Well, hold on. You're not, Kalia. You can't leave yet. I still gotta give you all your, your ticket and everything.
Yeah.
All right. So just go ahead and hang out here and. $53 to $15. Do you have a unit tonight? $10-4. If you can start them this way. She's already out of the vehicle and very emotional. She may take off.
How fast was she going?
She's going 47. But she doesn't have a license. Her license got taken away from her because she's suspended. The tag's expired.
Okay. I think we're going to tow the car then?
It's not in the roadway.
Well, my concern is that she's probably going to hop back in and drive away. So, hey, hi.
Are y'all okay? I'll get in my car. I don't know what's going on in Wide Street.
I'm Sergeant Brown. My officer called me here because I guess you were upset.
It's good. I'm getting to you.
Okay. Do you have somebody to pick you up in your car?
She's back there.
Okay. Is she going to drive the car too?
No.
Okay. Are you going to have somebody take the car? Okay. What's that? That's not too bad. It's growing on me. Okay.
Yo.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, is somebody gonna help her like get the car and stuff like that?
It's my car. He asked me. It's my car too. Don't tell him nothing about my car.
I don't understand why she's being rude. Here's what happened.
I told you my car is gonna get taken care of.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you. Let's chill out with the attitude. Thank you. Then you can stay over there. Thank you. So, I guess so. What happened was my officer called me because I guess she was upset.
It's me. It's not him.
And
okay, you're not my mother. I'm not a child.
Can I talk?
Thank you.
You want to know if somebody's coming to get the car?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yes, somebody's gonna come get the car.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna come get the car.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know because I don't want to tow it because that's more money for
You're not
her.
gonna tow it. It's good.
Oh, I understand the process.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna come get the car. We'll live all around. We're gonna get the car.
Okay, I appreciate you, ma'am. That's all I needed to know. I don't know. I just got here like a minute ago, and I got everything.
I know the process. We're gonna get the car.
Yeah, and the reason like I tried talking to her, she was being rude, so that's why.
I'll have my mom come help me get the car.
Okay, I appreciate it.
See how nice this cop is trying to be. This officer is trying not to tow her car because he knows how much the tow costs. It's going to cost probably a couple of $100s at least. Plus, there's going to be storage fees if you don't get it immediately. This cop is doing everything in his power not to tow this woman's vehicle. But, a huge but, this woman cannot stop running her mouth. And guess what's going to happen to that car? We're going to do a poll in the chat. I'm going to let it play a little bit. I'm going to do a poll in the chat. And you let me know what you think is going to happen in this to this woman's car. Keep in mind, at this point, he's doing everything in his power not to tow the car.
So can I take her? Can we go or
Not just yet. He's printing out the paperwork and stuff. So yeah.
Can you come help me get Leah car from by the lake? Yeah, what? You come just to let her know to come get it. That's it. Chill. Hey, is there anything else? Tia, we're here.
No, that just I seen a person with a valid license, and then
She didn't let me know what happened. I rushed out the house without my purse. Can I go? You want me to go home and get it? Yeah, I don't. Leah, can you chill? Because I'm grown as f***. No, you're doing about me. I'm grown as f***. You talking about your car? That's when you answer the phone. I'm going out of here. What is it? Leah?
So,
like you doing? I don't give a
Uh-oh. Circle of death. Circle of death.
all I need is like once she gets her citation, stuff like that. Whoever's gonna drive the car, I just need someone with a valid ID.
She's not. She lives cities over. Leah, he's asking me a question. He's not asking about that. What is wrong with you? He needs a valid ID for whoever's going to come get the car. Exactly. And I'm telling him. So I'm telling him. What is it you want? What else?
Just a valid driver. Yeah, I know. Not about you. I understand because you had to come. Just whoever's gonna come get the car. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna wait until they get here.
We're good.
Once she gets her citation.
I'm going to explain it.
I'm good. I know how to read.
Well, there's.
When you're done explaining,
She says, I'm good. I know how to read.
What's up?
You see this officer rolling his eyes at this woman, just rolling his eyes like they're just doing their job. They want to give her a ticket for speeding and be done with their day. They really just want to be done with their day. Leah's not allowing it to happen. Leah will not allow them just to be done with their day. Not at all.
What's up?
Roll the window up. So
I have to sign it?
Yes.
Okay, let's sign it.
Okay. So.
Well, I know how to sign. I know where to sign it. Show me where I sign it. I know how to read it.
Well, I have to explain it to you.
Okay.
You have a court date. Okay, you have a court date on the 2nd of April at 8 in the morning. If you don't sign up, if you don't show up, a warrant will be.
I'll call him or tell him something.
Okay. You need to sign on the X.
Thank you.
What an attitude.
Thank you. We'll be back to get that.
Okay.
You know what? We're just gonna tow the car.
There it is.
Hey. You guys can get your car from the tow truck. It's coming. It's coming. No, it's on the side of the road.
Go get your license. And y'all literally, I don't give a. What's wrong with y'all?
Don't.
Here comes the fireworks.
Do not. Get back. Stop.
What are y'all talking about?
Stop.
What the f is wrong with y'all?
Stop. Get out of the road.
Get out of the road.
Right, we're done.
We're done.
Whoa, my God.
The nerve of her to act surprised that this is happening to her right now. She's shocked. She's shocked that her car is getting towed and that she's being put in handcuffs. Because of you, ma'am, Leah, because of you. You're the reason this is happening. Every single one of these police officers here did not want this to happen. They wanted to give you a ticket for speeding, and they wanted you to come back and get your car later. But you would not let that happen. We live in a society. You need to act like we live in a society. By the way, 100% of you voted yes, her car was getting towed.
Your attitude
You win.
is
Ding,
off
ding,
the
ding,
chain.
winners.
Y'all, I have shit to lose. Are y'all crazy? What am I getting taken for?
Your attitude needs to calm down. Okay? You gonna calm down? You gonna calm down?
Yeah. Dude, like, what is y'all police got too much authority. That's crazy, dude. Like, I graduated in literally 4 weeks. Get my nursing license in literally 4 weeks. Bro, that's crazy. Bro, that's crazy. I got way
Usually
too much.
15, he's 10-4.
Bro, that's crazy, bro.
Are you going to listen
Bro,
now?
yo, what?
We're gonna wait for a minute.
Bro,
Give me your
what?
phone. Give me your phone.
Yo, what? I never been to jail, arrested, or nothing. Bro, y'all not my parents.
There is a first
Are you going to
time.
listen?
Of course, yeah.
Please listen.
There's a first time for everything. A first time for everything. Erica's asking, what made the officer change his mind? What happened? What happened was this woman right here had an attitude. And when he was trying to explain to her, like you do, I'm sure, well, probably most of you have gotten pulled over by the police before and have gotten some sort of ticket for something, a stop sign, something small, because I know we don't have criminals here, at least ones that get caught, because you all have the notebook of not my How to Get Away with Crime notebook. So you're obviously not getting caught for the crimes because you have the notebook. But he was explaining to her, this is the ticket. Could you please sign it? And it's not saying that you're guilty. It's just saying that you acknowledge getting the ticket and that you'll either show up in court or you'll pay the fine, yada, 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 the whole thing that they do every time anybody gets a ticket. And she talked over him. She wouldn't let him finish. She snatched the paper out of his hand, and now her car's getting towed. That's why her car's getting towed.
Okay? I don't know what your attitude problem is today, but
Nothing.
listen, just listen, okay? We were willing to work with you, okay? But you are just off the chain, okay? You need to calm down.
I'm good. I'm calm. I just told you I'm calm. I'm gonna
Okay,
cooperate.
what is the attitude?
Nothing.
Nobody was rude to you.
Nothing. I'm
Nobody
good. I just
nobody
said I'm
cursed
fine.
at you.
Okay.
Okay, we're trying to talk to you,
We're
but you're being very rude.
We're good. You're my friend. We're good.
So what is the problem?
Nothing.
Okay. So here's the deal. We're gonna tow your car
Why are you towing my car?
because it's on the side of the road. It's on private
Did
property.
she just tell you my mother was literally coming up here? Y'all asked for validation. She told you my mother was coming. Y'all didn't like the way I talked to y'all, so now it's tow truck.
And now you're gonna face a resisting charge, all because of your attitude.
How am I facing a resisting charge? And I'm literally.
It's called not listening.
This is crazy. I cannot believe this is happening because some police officers don't like how I'm talking. How do y'all think I'm gonna feel?
Would you want this person as your nurse, by the way? Number 2 and I, on Thursday, we had another nurse who was peeing in the middle of the street. You remember that lady? Also somebody I do not want as my nurse. If somebody goes from 0 to 100 like this, I don't think that they should be in charge of my medical health. I think that their decision-making skills are poor, and I don't want them to have anything to do with life and death situations. That's my opinion.
How do y'all think people have other stuff going on in their life? Nothing. I don't have nothing against y'all. I don't know y'all. Y'all are pulling me over. I have other stuff going on in my life.
If you're being pulled over for speeding.
Because I'm speeding. Okay, that's I never got mad at him. I don't know why he called y'all. I was frustrated. He told me I never got out of my car until he told me I needed someone to come pick me up. So I said I'll start walking. He said you need to wait because I have to give you your ticket and everything. So I just sat down there and I waited. My car is hot. My air doesn't work. I'm not understanding why he called y'all. I never resisted. When he told me I was getting a ticket, when he told me I was speeding, I never once said I'm not speeding. I understand if I'm speeding, I'm speeding. What can I do about that?
Okay, number 2, he's trying to explain the citation.
Okay, go ahead. I understand. Go ahead.
Okay, it's too late now.
Okay.
He was trying to explain it to you, and you're still being rude and not listening.
I'm listening.
And then we're telling
just like
you not
y'all want me to be like a child and say yes sir, yes sir.
No.
I'm angry. I have other stuff going on in my life. I just came home from school. Okay, I get a ticket.
All right,
cool.
put your legs in, please.
What is wrong? What are you wanting me to say here? Yes sir. Like, what are you wanting me to say? I just want my twin sister to come back so bad. Like, this is crazy. This is so.
We'll search her at the jail. We'll search her at the jail. I'm not doing this. Hopefully, I didn't scratch your hood when I tossed my clipboard up there.
Which hood?
Yours.
Oh.
I said, we're not doing this, and I threw my clipboard up there.
I gave you
Okay.
my sister. Bust your back, Lord. So she's 10:15. Okay. Do you want me to speed it?
Yeah, she's might as well stop. She's already taking the partition.
Okay. Can I go up?
Yeah.
So that's what happens when you have an attitude. Let me run it back a minute and read her charges. Oh, it didn't have charges. Usually at the end they tell me what she...
Bust your back, Lord.
All right, so it is 6:18 p.m. in the Eastern time zone. Let me know. Do you want another one? Or you want to be done for tonight? I'm going to wait. There's a 10-second delay. Put a 1 in the chat if you want another one. Put a 2 in the chat if you're done and want to wait till tomorrow at 6 p.m. to see my pretty face again. And that is subjective, by the way. It's definitely subjective. Erica's leaving, apparently. She slammed the door on the way out. Oh, she says another one. Another one. Everybody wants another one. Okay. I have another one queued up. We'll do it. Everyone wants another one. This is from Midwest Safety. One of my the newest favorite body cam video or body cam channel of mine. Go subscribe to Midwest Safety. Parson says 3. I think 3 means you want 2 more. We'll see what we can do, Parson. Here's one more for now. Might get another one in a second. We'll see. We'll see if you guys make
Officer
it
Fager,
a while.
Thursday night stopped you were 59 and a 45. Do you have your registration and insurance with you? Pardon me? That one's expired as of September.
I need at least one person in the chat to make me laugh out loud in order to get a second another one, by the way. You need to pull your weight in the chat, by the way, in order to get another video.
Pardon me? Okay, well, the requirement is that you provide, and I'm giving you an opportunity to do so. So if you want to refuse to give me one, that's okay, but I'm giving you the opportunity.
Why are you being a jerk? I haven't.
I'm not. You are. You've stated 3 times, I don't know, sarcastically, okay? I requested something that you're required to give me, okay? And I'm giving you the opportunity to give you it.
I'm not being sarcastic with you. I have been nice to you.
What I'm trying to explain to you is I'm giving the opportunity to look for it.
Oh my gosh, you're the first one who's asked me for this. What's your name?
My name's Officer Fager with the Edgewater Police Department.
Spell your name for me.
It'll be on the bottom of the citation.
You're an asshole.
Do you have your insurance, ma'am?
Yeah, it's on my phone. You want that too?
Yes, ma'am.
Who's your supervisor?
My direct supervisor today is Officer Ugarte.
No, who's your direct supervisor, period?
Pardon me?
Who's your direct supervisor?
Sergeant Anthony Benz.
What's his phone number?
Ma'am, would you please provide me your proof of insurance, please?
What's his phone number?
He's asking for the supervisor's phone number? Yeah. You call the police department and ask for him. You don't get the supervisor's direct line. That's crazy.
Will you provide me with your proof of insurance, please?
What's his phone number?
Nope. Oh, he did. He provided the guy's phone number? That's crazy. I wouldn't even think to ask that.
Pardon me? There's no need to use vulgar language, ma'am.
You don't have to be such an asshole.
Since when was I don't recall any time. I've been professional the entire time. It's called professionalism.
Wow.
All you had to do is provide me your registration and insurance and we can avoid any issues.
And I have told you. Oh my God.
Why are you calling 911? Hang up or you're going to go to jail for misuse of 911.
I'm not misusing.
Hang up or you're going to.
You do not call the police while the police are there. That is another charge. And I think it's a felony. Let me know. I'll Google it. But if you know, let me know in the chat. Is it a felony to misuse 911 or is that a misdemeanor charge? I'm not sure, but I know it's a no-no. It's a huge no-no.
You're going to go to jail for misuse of 911. Hang up the phone. Are you failing to provide your proof of insurance?
No, I'm not, but I want another officer.
For what reason? There's no reason for you to do that. If you're failing to provide, I'm going to give you one more opportunity to provide the insurance. You're going to receive a citation for it.
County. Yes, I have a cop that has me pulled over. He's being a major jerk. Is there a way I can get another cop? He's threatening to take me to jail because I can't find my registration.
No, ma'am. I said I was going to take you to jail if you misuse 911.
Ma'am, I cannot call the cops on an officer. I'll have the sergeant call you.
Here's what I found out on the misuse of 911. It says that misusing 911 can be a felony in some circumstances, injury or death. Why can I not hear myself again? All right. This microphone's giving me fits today. So if you call multiple times, in some states, if someone makes multiple unauthorized 911 calls, the fifth call can be charged as a felony. In some states, a false 911 call can be charged as a felony if it results in bodily injury or death. Misusing 911 can also result in a misdemeanor charge. Penalties for misusing 911 include jail time, large fines, and repayment of emergency response fees and investigative expenses. Some defenses to use a misuse of 911 charge include claiming that you were reporting an emergency or that you had a good faith belief that your report was true. Misusing 911 can be dangerous and waste resources that could be used to help someone in need.
Yes. I haven't done anything. I have been extremely nice to
You
this
were
guy.
speeding.
Yeah. I told him that I couldn't find my registration. He said that he was giving me a chance to give it to him, or else I was going to be in trouble. And then he said he was going to take me to jail.
Just so you're aware, all that's on camera and none of that happened.
I understand.
Oh, yes, it is.
Ma'am, I understand. Are you in a gray Nissan?
I am.
I'm going to go ahead and let the sergeant know what's going on, okay?
Thank you so much.
9 Alpha 10 Central. Sorry, were you trying to raise it? Yeah,
Perfect. Any particular reason for the speed? Hang tight for me. I'll be right back with you. This is the time. She's complaining though, so I don't know if you want to get tied up in this.
No, I don't care.
Okay.
What's the citation for?
Speed.
Oh.
I have a question for you. You're wearing corrective lenses, like contact lenses?
Am I?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I am.
Can you just look up so I can confirm that? Okay, thank you. Here's your driver's license back. Pardon me?
Give me my because you've had me here too long.
I've had here just enough time to issue you a citation.
You have left me here longer than anybody ever has.
It's been less than 15 minutes since the officer initiated the stop.
Is that your supervisor?
No, ma'am.
Give me my and I want your supervisor.
Okay, they're on the way, and I will give you.
Give me my so I can go. I have to get home to my kid.
I don't have to sit here and have you yell at me. I don't.
I want my You have me pulled over
Correct.
for nothing. Now let me have
I
my
don't have you pulled over. I have you pulled over for speed.
Then give me my ticket so I can go.
What was I in the process of doing before you started raising your voice?
Give me my ticket so I can go. I have a kid to get home to.
Okay, then lower your voice and I'll give you your ticket.
Oh my God.
Lower your voice.
911. I'm done.
Do it. You'll go to jail.
Give me my
You'll go to jail. Call 911. You pull away, you're gonna go. Stop!
By the way, before we get to the good part, if she's requested a supervisor, she needs to wait for the supervisor then. You can't just leave after requesting a supervisor. You need to wait for the supervisor to get done with whatever else he's doing and get to you. So asking for a supervisor if you're in a hurry is not the move. That's not the move. Also, calling 911 a second time, we just read that if you do it multiple times over and over and over again, it goes from a misdemeanor to a felony. Now you're in big, big trouble, lady.
Give me my ticket!
You're gonna go to jail. Do it again. I swear to God, you'll go to jail.
Will you please take him?
Step out of the car now. Step out of the car now.
I have to get home to my kids.
Step out of the car now.
Put it in park.
Step out of the car.
I didn't do anything.
Step out of the car.
Please, no.
Step out of the car. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Why am I going to jail?
Stop.
I have asked for a supervisor.
They're on the way.
She has the nerve to ask why she's going to jail. She started to pull away with the cop's arm in your car. What do you mean, why are you going to jail?
Why are you yelling at me?
He just tried to take off with his hand in the vehicle.
You will get a supervisor now. Walk back to that car. You're going to jail.
Let's go. No, it sucks. You're going this way.
I need to call my kid.
Unfortunately, let's go.
He's home by himself.
Let's go. Walk to my car.
All you had to do was lower your voice.
I was trying, but
you were not trying. I was being so professional. No, listen, make your complaint, okay? I was professional. No, I will get you a copy of the video. I was professional. I gave you an opportunity to raise your voice. Sit in the car now.
Oh my God. Can you please do this?
You can make your phone call in a minute. Take a seat in the car. Put your foot in the car. He'll talk to you in a second.
The look on her face right there was priceless. I wonder if this look on her face, that one. I hope that this look on her face is introspection. I know it's not. Believe me, I know it's not. But I'm hoping that in her brain right now, she's thinking, why did I do this to myself? Because she did do this to herself.
Put your foot in the car. He'll talk to you in a second. All right.
Try to pull off on
he was here with me. She's been rude from the start. Okay, I've been mad professional. Pulled her over for speed, and she just running her mouth, wanted to talk with you. She tried to call 911. I said, you call 911, you're going to go to jail for misuse of 911. Okay? So then she called dispatch. Said, I want to talk to a supervisor. Asked me for my name. I gave her everything. So I went back, called you, got the citation, went to go give her a citation. She started screaming at me again. She just, give me my fucking ticket. And I'm like, I'm trying to, but you're screaming at me. And she's, you've kept me here too long. Okay, well, calm down. I'm going to give you the ticket. She goes to call 911 again. Okay? I said, don't call 911. You're going to go to jail. She throws the phone down, says, this, threw it in drive while my hand was in the car and just started driving away with my hand on the car.
Okay. So what are you gonna get her with?
Fleeing and looting.
Okay. Just take your time and review everything that you want. We can look over it, but yeah, good job. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. My arm was, luckily she ended up stopping.
You're okay though? Nothing's wrong?
I'm fine, yeah.
Dude, ma'am, I don't know you and I don't know your situation, but you overreacted. No, everything's been recorded on body camera, so everything you've done today is going to come out.
She tried to be nice to him. What a load of malarkey that is. What a load of malarkey.
Don't take me to jail. I'm begging you.
What? You did this.
I didn't do anything.
Come on now. I saw you take off. You could have ran over his foot. You could have injured him. Handcuffs are not meant to be comfortable. Yeah, but what if you ran over his foot? Or did something, hit him? If you stay calm, we'll talk to you.
The only thing, real quick, I don't know if I broke her car or not. Because, so when she pulled off, my arm was like this. She pulled off with it, and I grabbed here to keep from going down with it. And it looks like it's kind of popped out. I felt that when it was doing it, when I tried to open the door.
All right, so when was she trying to drive off?
Before I even gave her the ticket.
So she was just being...
She was screaming at me, and I told her, I'm trying to give you the ticket, and she began to scream and scream and scream. F you. And I said, you need to lower your voice, and I will give you the ticket. And then she went to call 911, and I said, there's no need to call 911. That's misuse of 911. You'll go to jail for that. And then, so that's when she threw the phone down. She looked down, threw it in drive. I said, don't drive away. You're going to go to jail. And she did. She drove away. And he witnessed the whole thing.
Okay.
So,
all right. Stop. Just calm down. You're overreacting.
No,
Stop.
I'm having a panic attack. This is like the worst fear of my life.
I heard you being rude to him.
I was, but at the end, because I wanted
I heard you screaming at him.
Because he wouldn't give me my ticket, sir. All I wanted to do was leave, and he wasn't giving it to me.
I'm sure he was trying to just explain it to you.
No, he wasn't. He was taking his sweet time. Will you at least take my watch off?
Just hang on a second. You're a female. I can't search you and finish it. We're just letting you hang out and chill out for a second, okay? You understand what you did, pulling off like that is inappropriate, right?
Yes.
I was sitting there. I witnessed the whole thing. You could have ran over his foot. He had his hand in your vehicle. That's totally inappropriate. He told you not to leave. He gave you a direct order not to leave. This is my supervisor. He's going to talk to you, okay? Just stay calm.
All righty, ma'am. What is your first name?
Michelle.
Michelle? Hello, Michelle. My name's Roberto.
Okay, so he's like I'm begging you. Can you please at least take my watch off? This is killing me.
What is killing you exactly? The handcuffs?
The handcuffs are
on one arm or how many?
They're both like cut.
I'm gonna take a look. Okay, if I can fit my fingers in between the handcuff and your wrists, I can't loosen them. I can take the watch off. I'm just gonna take a look.
Please, I have panic attacks.
Ma'am, I'm gonna let you know something. Right now, you are in this car for a reason.
Please don't take me to jail.
Okay?
Please.
Yeah, see, I'm not gonna...
This is like the third day in a row that we found a person who's inappropriate with police officers and then cries panic attacks. I really think that a lot of people are using this just as an excuse, that it's not real. I'm not saying that panic attacks are not real. Don't misquote me on that. I'm saying that people who are in trouble because of their own actions use that as an excuse to get out of being in trouble, which is horrible for people who really do have a panic and anxiety attack disorder, because it makes it to where police are not going to believe people who actually have this issue. Anytime you're using a medical condition as an excuse, especially if you do not have that medical condition or anything at all, same thing for racism, same thing for sexism, same thing for brain. Work for me, brain. Please work for me, brain. Same thing for homophobia. When you use this as an excuse for your own actions, it diminishes people who actually are being misfairly treated because of racism or sexism or homophobia or misogynistic reasons. I see this a lot in what I cover when it comes to sexual assault. There are women who regret having sex with somebody and then say that they were sexually assaulted. What that does to real rape victims is horrible, because now a real rape victim is not going to be believed, because so many people have used it as an excuse to get out of their own bad behavior. Stop it. Just stop it. This woman's not having a panic attack. This woman is a Karen. I'm sorry to all the actual Karens out there. I try not to use that word. Obviously, my co-host for many such cases, her name is Karen. And I feel bad because she's like the exact opposite of what a Karen is. But this woman's being a Michelle. Let's put it that way. She's being a Michelle.
The door if you're gonna start escalating, okay? If you're asking me to remove the watch, I can do that, but I'm letting you know right now.
I'm not gonna do anything.
You can't start acting.
I'm just having a panic attack.
Okay, all right.
Please, can you just leave the door open?
No.
Oh, see.
It's okay. It's okay. Just you don't have to move. I will take the watch off. All right.
Yes.
Okay. All right, just watch your foot. Yep.
You can't leave the door open?
No.
I'm not going to do anything.
No, ma'am. I'm going to close it. I'm going to close it, okay? Just watch your leg. All right. So from the beginning, how was it exactly that...
He was just mean. He was asking for my registration. I'm like, I don't know. I really didn't know. And he was saying I was being a smartass about it. But I really wasn't. I don't know. I took the sticker and put it on, and I didn't know what I did with it. So I was looking for it. He's like, well, I'm going to give you one more chance to get your registration. I was looking for it.
Yeah.
And he was being mean. And then he said that I was going to go to jail and that...
She's lying. She's lying. He said you're going to jail if you misuse 911 or drive off with his hand in the car. He didn't say he was taking her to jail for misuse or for not having her registration. That's ridiculous.
That I was going to go to jail and that I needed my insurance and I had to pull it up on my phone, and that took a while. And then I asked for his supervisor's name, and I didn't know that I wasn't allowed to call 911 even if a cop was behind. It was going to take me for the jail for that if I didn't hang up. I hung up. I
What was the reason you were calling 911?
Because he was being a jerk. I just wanted another cop.
So that was after you had requested me and I was on the way.
No, that was before. And then I just simply wanted my ticket. I asked him nicely for my ticket and he wouldn't give it to me. Give me my ticket so I can go. Please don't take me to jail. I'll do whatever I have to do, please.
Listen, man, I am completely understanding of people's situations, all right? We all go through things, trust me, I know. But here's the thing is, you decided to put the car in drive and try to take off.
Because I asked you
with my officer's arm still inside.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't there.
Stop!
Give me my ticket! He was stepped up. His arm wasn't on my car, sir.
Where was it?
He was standing by my car.
Okay.
And that's why I wanted taken off of this man.
But if he told you not to go and
then I stopped.
How exactly did it happen?
He told me I was yelling because he wouldn't give my, I asked nicely several times for my ticket and he wouldn't give it to me, and then that's when I got mad. I got to get home to my kid, you know, I'm the only one that he has, and he wouldn't give me my ticket, so I started yelling, and then he says, and so I went to drive off, and he goes, don't drive off, and so I stopped when he said that.
Okay.
That's how I remember it. I'm having a panic attack.
So I have two officers saying differently though.
I wasn't trying to hurt him. I wasn't.
I understand, but for that reason, that's the reason why you're in the back of the vehicle.
I'm sorry. I will apologize. I will never do it again. I swear. I am a good person. I've never went to jail. I've never done anything.
I'm gonna put this back in the car. I'm gonna have a word with one of the other officers, and I'll be right back. Okay?
I thought she was gonna run over your foot, dude. Just go right. You had your hands in the car.
Yes. And she was trying to give her the citation.
You told her to stop.
Yes. I held on. Luckily, I didn't go down because look, I held on. I think I might have broke her handle here because this is where I grabbed to hold on.
Sure doesn't just pop back on? It just pops on, dude, does it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Are you down on Indian River by Old Mission?
Yeah, please. Did you see the whole thing or no? Like, what did you see?
I was right here. You were explaining it, and you told her to stop, and she took off. Your hand was in the vehicle, and you were close to the vehicle.
Yeah. Should get her for aggravated battery for freaking hitting me with the car.
I mean, you wonder, like, you're trying to explain the citation. She's screaming at you.
Yeah, I was attempting to handle it civilly.
She didn't want to talk to you, so she threw it in drive. I don't know if she had it in drive already, and she took off, dude.
No, she threw it in drive. And she had a taser ready there, ready to rock.
Taser?
Yeah.
She had a taser ready to rock, he said. Ready to rock. She had a taser. Wow. Wow. Hi, Bobby. I saw you sneak in here. Sneaking in late. I see ya.
The center console.
Oh, the pink thing?
Yeah.
Rip. You were here for the whole thing here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. He was explaining, she was screaming at him.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to issue the citation, explain to her, but she was screaming. And he had his hand in the car, right here. He told her to stop because he knew what he was about to do, and she threw in driving, dude, she floored it. And luckily she just stopped, and then we were able to pull her out.
Why'd she stop?
I don't know. I thought she was gonna take off, dude. I mean, it's not like she half-assed it. She floored it, dude. She's like, give me my ticket and take off. I don't know the words verbatim, but something along those lines. And she just floored it. I mean, yeah, he had her detained on a traffic stop, and she decided to take off.
So what are you gonna get her with?
Fleeing and eluding.
Is that it?
She attempted to flee from her. I mean, I don't know if I could potentially, aggravated battery, but...
No. I bet.
I think it'd be a hard one. That's the only thing I can think of. But I mean, fleeing and eluding is enough.
Yeah.
It's felony.
Just like resisting, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like a next level down.
Yeah, because she didn't get out of the car either.
You could do either.
Yeah. I'll do both.
Either would work, I think, right?
Yeah.
What about when you guys started cuffing her and stuff? Was she cool then?
No, once I got her out of the car, she started saying, no, what are you doing? But she definitely, like, if you watch the video, she pulled away from me while she was seated in the car. Okay. She did resist.
Yep. Ma'am, unfortunately, you're gonna be going to jail today, okay?
Please no.
After what I just heard, you could have seriously injured him.
I wasn't trying to, please.
I know that you weren't trying to.
I've had a really hard time, please. I'm seeing a psychiatrist, and so please, I am begging you.
I'm sorry, ma'am. This is not going to be. This is not going to be something that's going to take 74 years. Okay.
I don't have money for bail. How am I supposed to get out? Please, I'm begging you, don't take me to jail. I swear, I will do anything. I promise.
Alrighty, ma'am.
I will do anything, please.
There's going to be a female officer arriving here shortly to conduct a full search.
Once another video of attitude. Handcuffs go on. Oh, it's me. Oh, please, officer. I have all of these problems and children and my life. Oh no, please don't do this to me. I'm such a good person. Please don't take me to jail. Meanwhile, 20 seconds earlier, taken off with the cop's hand in the car.
Ma'am, I cannot help you in that regard.
I have nobody.
If I had unlimited amount of money, I would post your bail, but I do not, ma'am.
But you can change it.
No, ma'am.
If I change his mind?
No, ma'am.
Please?
No. He did the correct thing today, okay?
Michelle was charged with fleeing, eluding, resisting, and misuse of 911. She pled no contest to any charges, and records indicate the fleeing, eluding charge was interestingly changed to a tampering with physical evidence charge. She was sentenced with 18 months probation, 50 hours of community service, an apology letter to the officer, a driver improvement course, and mental health evaluation and treatment.
Wow. Holy cannoli. That's something. That is something else. I got a short one. We're going to get it done. We're going to get it done mainly because I forgot to take the meat that I was about to cook out of the refrigerator, which I just did. So it needs to get to, just so you guys know. If you got, do I have any chefs in the audience? Let me know if you are a chef or you enjoy cooking a lot. Meat is better if it's at room temperature when you start to cook it. Especially red meat, which is what we're eating tonight. And it's been in the refrigerator all day. And it needs to, I was going to say chill out, but it's already chill. It needs to warm up a little bit before I stick it in that cast iron pan and sear it to perfection. So I did that. We got a short video and then we're going to be done for the day. Just a little shorty, a little 5-minute. By the way, look at how cute the dogs are right now. They're sleepy. Sleepy puppies. The audio should start here in a minute. We'll do a little background music while the audio starts. There it is.
Pull up to the left out of the road. Pull up into the parking lot on your left. On your left. On your left.
All right, so far so good. We're following instructions. Go to the parking lot. Perfect.
Pull over to the left, put it in park.
Perfect so far.
Put it in park. Pull to the left and put it in park. Get out of the street. Do not stop in the street.
Now we're going the wrong way down the.
Do not stop in the street.
164, go ahead.
I got a unit 40 east around the military.
Put it in park. Put it in park. Put it in park.
Here we go.
If you're road rage, I just couldn't stop. I really couldn't see it.
Put the car in park.
They stopped it and drove on me as a lane 4 expedition to the CTEX. My mind is passing 150.
What is this person doing?
Turn the car off. Let the windows down, turn the car off. Let all the windows down.
I got a serious question for you guys. Very serious question. Recently, I've been hearing people say the phrase, let the windows down. Is this a phrase commonly used? Do you say it that way? If you want somebody to roll the windows down, do you say, let the windows down? Let the windows down. It seems so weird to me. I say roll the windows down or put the windows down. Let the windows down seems wrong. Let me know in the chat if that is the way you phrase asking somebody to put their windows down. Let the windows down.
And turn the car off. Check in now. I'm okay.
I see Mark just popped in the chat. Mark, go back a little bit. There's a woman that we saw a body cam video of, and I think we decided in the chat that you could fix her. So I need you to go back. It's a blonde woman, and watch that that body cam from this stream. It was the first. We did some news stories, and it's the first actual body cam that we showed in this stream. Let me know tomorrow when we talk. I'm going to need an answer from you if you could fix that woman. All right. There he goes. Here we go. There he goes. We knew it was happening. And we got to chase, everybody. We got to chase. We have a chase. Get him. Get him, officer. Get him. Let's go. Whoa. Come on, officer. You can do it. Says the trooper lost sight of the vehicle. However, it was located a few minutes later, wrecked out. Pictures to follow.
Trying to pull him over back on his. Kept slow rolling, slept rolling. And when I walked into the car, pulled off.
Suspected driver Shiba Xiang charged with felony fleeing, fleeing on foot, speeding, no seatbelt, no insurance, improper window tint, reckless driving, and driving on a suspended license.
People was doing his traffic, so the same thing. See him as received.
Here we go. Oh, there it is. Holy cow. Wow. That'll do it. That'll do it. Oh, it looks like they came right through here, took out this tree. That tree's dead. Hit this embankment. I bet it caught a little bit of air before it came to rest right there. Wowzers. That's it. That'll do it. Holy cow. Took out a stop sign, it looks like, or some sign, no parking sign. Hit another vehicle. Oh, another tree. It went right up on the curb there. Holy cow. That's it. So what do you guys think? That person definitely deserved to be in jail. In jail for sure. Let me close out of this stuff. So, coming up tomorrow, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Eastern, sharp. Please come back here. I'm going to have Mark Baggett on. We're actually doing a crossover stream, so it's not necessarily I'm having him on or he's having me on. It's kind of like I do with KFAR, where, come on, stupid mic. This mic is just giving me all sorts of problems today. All sorts of problems there. That's better. Okay. So it's kind of like I do with KFAR with Booze and Body Cams, where we are doing a crossover stream. We're streaming to both of our channels. So come back here tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, or on Mark's channel. Either way, although I'd prefer it if you were here. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out if you liked the stream. If you think that this stream or this channel is worth sharing, please share it with a friend. Everyone is welcome here. Everyone is welcome. Bring your friends. Hang out in the chat together. It's a good time. Coming up next week, we're going to have, I think on the 8th or 9th, I'm not sure yet because we're not planners, but KFAR and I will probably do another Booze and Body Cam either on Thursday or Friday. Not sure which yet. And then on the 13th, we have Susan Monica. Susan Monica. This story is crazy. Susan Monica is a transgender woman who killed transient men. So a transgender kills transients, I think is going to be the title of the episode. But what she did is she was a pig farmer and she fed these men to her pigs, one of which she fed to her pigs while he was still alive. So crazy. So I'm going to tell you that whole story that happened, like a real life story, crazy story. And I had never heard of it until recently. And then I did hear of it. And I said, you know who else needs to hear about it? All of you people need to hear about this story. So come back next Sunday, 4:30 Eastern. But before next Sunday, come back tomorrow night at 6 p.m. I did a new outro for this channel. Please let me know in the chat what you think of the new outro video that I made earlier this afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Have a good night.